and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of the evening. And one fall match for the PCW Virginia Heavyweight Championship.
It's time for our main event, the third of 3 title matches, and the Virginia Heavyweight Championship is on the line, making his way to the ring. The challenger, absolutely relentless, it's Dezmon King, the rightful winner of the 2022 Liberty Lottery. I'm sure we're going to get more into that. He won this title opportunity at the Destruction Derby, besting so many other competitors and putting the nail in the coffin of his former tag team by beating Isaiah Frazier. He has been earning everything and making the most of his opportunities, and tonight is his first title match, his first chance to win a heavyweight championship in a 10-year career. The chase comes to a head tonight here in Norfolk, Virginia. Thanks very much for joining us at VCW as we await the entrance of our champion.
1, 2.
I have called more of this man's matches than any other wrestler in my career. It kills me to tell you how good he is, but he's great. There's no part of the game that he's not good at. The in-ring, the metagame, the mind games, taking advantage. He'll take the easy way out. The worst part is he usually doesn't have to because he's actually that good. And he is the Virginia Heavyweight Champion, Logan Easton Laroux. He's known as the champion of the 1%, the venture grapplerist, the coastal elite, but most importantly, he is the prince of the privileged. He is entitled to everything, full stop, to everything and anything he wants. Just getting the face of Dezmon King, rattling or attempting to rattle the man who stands at the foot of destiny. Dezmon King has been a professional wrestler for 10 years. A decade of his life has never had the opportunity to fight for a heavyweight championship. That ends in this moment.
Introducing the competitors. First, standing to my right, he hails from Washington, D.C. and weighing at 225 pounds. He is the #1 contender to the PCW Virginia Heavyweight Championship, the relentless Dezmon King. And his opponent to my left, he hails from a gated community within a gated community, surrounded by a gated community, and weighing at 205 pounds. He is the venture grapplerist, the champion of the 1%, and the reigning and defending PCW Virginia Heavyweight Champion, Logan Easton Laroux.
Logan Easton Laroux, technically, officially, in the record books, was the winner of the 2022 Liberty Lottery. And he did cash in that night to win the VCW Virginia Heavyweight Championship for the first time, after the former champion had already had a full match. But the story isn't quite that simple, because Logan had been eliminated from the lottery and snuck back in behind the referee's back. They did not see it. A match like the lottery is so chaotic that Logan Easton Laroux was able to sneak in and then throw Dezmon King over the top rope. Dezmon was the rightful winner of the Liberty Lottery. And instead of complaining, Dezmon went out and won a different opportunity. He won the Destruction Derby, and now we have a chance to see if he can get justice, if he can get, I don't want to say revenge, but if he can claim the top spot in this company. It's going to be a tall order against someone as good as Logan Easton Laroux.
Okay, look, there are a few things we need to talk about here. First off, much like you don't refer to someone as having robbed somewhere you say they allegedly did until they're convicted, until someone is officially eliminated by an official saying they were eliminated, it didn't happen. Period. End of story.
Logan Easton Laroux was thrown over the top rope. Logan Easton Laroux had his feet hit the floor. Logan Easton Laroux was eliminated.
He was not eliminated. Official would have had to eliminate him. He was not. Regardless, he still went on and won a competitive, challenging match in order to become the VCWA champion. He earned that, and now he is challenged, or he's being challenged by Dezmon King. This should be a phenomenal match.
Since winning the title under dubious circumstances, Logan has defended the title successfully, most recently against Gino Medina, a former VCW champion. Logan is an incredible talent. Logan's fantastic. Logan is one of the best my region has to offer. He is truly been the figurehead of DMV wrestling. But this is a chance for a young man to achieve his destiny. 10 years Dezmon King has been trying just to get a title shot. He's not gonna go home empty-handed if he can do anything about it.
Destiny is perhaps a strong word. His dream, absolutely. His desires, no question. Destiny, no. And I also take issue with the fact you say that Logan is one of the best wrestlers from this region. Logan Easton Laroux is one of the best wrestlers in the country, if not the world. He is the best of the best because you have only the best of the best here in Virginia Championship Wrestling.
You know what? Genuinely, I apologize. I agree with you. I think Logan Easton Laroux is one of the best wrestlers in the world. I say that 100%, which is why it hurts so bad that he wins so often by cheating, because he is that good. He doesn't need to. He sullies himself and he sullies this company when he stoops to that level.
He does nothing of the sort. He is using every tool at his disposal, and that includes his immense mental acuity to shape the match as he sees fit and puts him in the best position possible. That is the mark of a true champion, using everything you can, not just your physical gifts.
No doubts about this statement. I'm sure we can agree. Logan puts the work in the gym. Logan works on his body, he works on his skill and technique, and he has been training for years in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so he is a multi-pronged attack in the ring.
Absolutely right. Logan Laroux is one of the best out there. But, and I will say, I will give credit to what you were saying before, Dezmon King, young, hungry, in incredible shape right now, and someone who the drive to win this championship is unlike almost anyone else I've ever seen in my entire life. It's really incredible.
Dezmon King is an absolute tank. As the kids say, a real unit.
I hear that is what the Utes say, in fact. It's remarkable.
He lifts weights and it translates into the ring. And right now, Logan Easton Laroux is showing how, even though these two both have been operating, Logan does have some experience on Dezmon. It's not as much as you would think, but Logan has had more big-time opportunities, and that makes a big difference.
He does. The other thing I want to point out here for fans that may have noticed it, and actually Logan Easton Laroux working on that left arm right now, you'll notice Dezmon King's left arm is wrapped up. There appears to be a pad of some sort on it. Well, you have to wonder if he's bringing an injury into this match.
Well, he is. So I did some research. I don't know if he ever made this public, actually, for specifically this reason. Dezmon tore his bicep in August and had surgery on it in September. He is still not at 100%.
No, that's a surgery that takes typically 6 to 9 months to recover from. It's at just 6 months now, so at most. So this is definitely a fresh injury, and of course you want to keep that. You don't want to make that public.
He's done a
That's
great
a
job.
target.
He's done a great job not letting people in. It took me a lot of time and information to find it, but if I found it out, Logan Easton Laroux has a lot more money than I do. He's a lot more resources. You know he did the scouting.
100%. There's no question, and it's you got to believe it's going to be a target. We've seen it a little bit already, but you got to believe it's going to be an ongoing target. It's a weak spot. It's just that's the only thing to call it. It's the only thing to describe it, and it's something that that he's going to be very, very careful.
And Logan is making Dezmon come to him. Logan is controlling the pace. He's controlling the actual map of this match. And that's one of the things that Logan does so well.
It is. He dictates how the match goes. He is able to use his skill to maneuver people into exactly where he wants them to be.
He makes you wrestle.
Oh my goodness.
Dang. This is a great segue to say that right now, Dezmon King currently has a 505-pound deadlift, and that's not even at full capacity.
Oh, and there, that left arm into the ring post. Tremendous damage to the already injured arm.
I feel that in me. That was ugly. That was a real ugly shot to a very injured area, and the sneer on Logan's face means that he has done the research. He knows exactly what just happened. He's a shark smelling blood.
Absolutely, and also to point out, the run-up that King had going, look at that, look at, Logan's got the arm, he is working it over, again with the ring post. Oh my goodness, that is, the referee may want to step in and stop this match. I'm just going to say it.
Logan's a sadist. I'll say that.
Logan's a winner. No, Logan wants to win the match.
Those two things are not mutually exclusive, Brandon. I'm not saying that
That's
Logan's
fair.
not a winner. He is also a sadist. Logan is what happens when someone is never told no their entire life. Logan is what happens when you don't teach a child empathy.
So, champions is what happens? Because he's a champion. He's the champion.
He's a
See
metaphor.
that shiny gold belt in front of us?
He's a metaphor for sure. A very specific kind of champion, a very specific kind of privilege. Certainly a kind of privilege not afforded to a lot of people, Dezmon included.
Look, Logan has earned everything that he has, including this championship, and that's the really remarkable thing about him. That's why he's such a hero to all these children.
Logan has worked very hard. Logan started off with a lot of advantages a lot of other people don't have, and he doesn't seem to appreciate it. He feels very entitled to it.
Well, one thing he's certainly entitled to is to keep wrenching that injured arm against that middle rope. I mean, Dezmon King is, that arm is basically hanging there at this point. I'm not sure that it's even really functional anymore.
It's smart.
Of course, why do you sound so regretful? It's a smart thing to do. You come in match with an injury, you have to expect someone's going to take advantage of it.
I sound regretful because I was hoping, no matter what the result of this match, to see Dezmon be able to go at this to the best of his ability. Dezmon may have just lured Logan into a trap. Look at the strength. With one arm, the one-armed man just lifted Laroux with ease.
And just that fast, the tide shifts.
Jeez.
Wow. Almost a drop kick almost. I mean, just
It was.
It's just.
Oh, he's gonna break his arm.
Oh my goodness.
He's gonna pull his arm out of his socket.
Oh my. Oh, that is a nasty hold there, and that arm is injured badly.
This is a crazy thing to say, but Dezmon is fortunate. He managed to evade an even more detrimental hold just to end up in this one, and this is bad enough as it is.
This is a situation where Dezmon needs to start thinking about his long-term career, and it may be, sort of lose today to continue to fight tomorrow, because that arm.
Float over. Great positioning. Had his elbow in Dezmon's face.
Well, it's making sure he stays down. The less real estate that he has to move, the less he's able to wiggle around, the harder it is to kick out.
We're used to Logan winning with that gentrification cutter. We're used to him taking a lot of outside routes to a victory, let's say diplomatically. But this one, we got to keep in mind, submission is on the table. And I think it's being served up very well.
Look, there are several paths to victory, and you better believe that Logan has not only researched, but trained for all of them.
All right, so here's the thing. I'm going to challenge you because you are such a brilliant mind.
Sure.
We know right now where Logan can do, but I want you to put your mind in Dezmon's shoes. What is Dezmon's path to victory? Tell me honestly, what can he do at this point?
Dezmon's path to victory, to me, seems like something that hits quick and hits hard. He's not going to win a long match here. He's not. That arm can't hold up. He needs something, whether it's a kick of some sort or a suplex or a throw or something like that, something very quick, something that hits hard that's going to daze Logan and get that 3 count. It just takes 3 seconds. That is his path to victory. Anything that's lengthy, that's going to require wearing down a body part, is just not on the table for him. So I think it's something very quick, put Logan down and get out of Dodge.
I don't understand how Logan can have such a handsome face, and yet when I look at him, I still feel sick. a little queasy.
Jealousy?
All right, I'm not going to count it out, but I don't think it's the #1 reason.
Fair enough. The thing also that Dezmon needs to do is, well, not get kicked in the back of the head.
Well, he can't get suckered in. I mean,
Right.
Logan absolutely faked Dezmon out just there. Going for that Logan line.
And that time, Dezmon faked Logan out.
A lot of tape on Logan Easton Laroux. You want to scout Logan. There is a lot of great matches that you can watch, particularly here in VCW. Dezmon!
Nope, not gonna. The other thing I was gonna say before is Dezmon needs to really be careful also protecting that right arm. He's only got one good arm.
Sure,
he needs
yeah.
it to stay that way.
It's really hard to play defense on two sides of your body.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
So what do you choose? Do you let him continue to work on the disabled arm, or do you offer the better arm to try and keep the one that's bad from being taken all the way down?
I think that you use the bad arm as a sacrificial lamb. I think you have to keep the strongest
Because then
offensive
it's
weapon
just
in your
pain
arsenal.
mitigation at that
Exactly,
point, right?
yeah, exactly.
It's all psychological.
And you keep the strongest weapon you have in your arsenal, whatever it is at this time. I think you have to do that.
Oh, I agree. Because the strength, I agree completely. The strength is what Dezmon brings. And even with one arm, we've seen he can lift Logan with one
Absolutely.
arm. That's crazy, by the way.
It is. Logan is not a small man. To be clear, he is. That's a lot of weight.
Neither
to
is
move.
Dezmon, and Desmond's coming up top. Oh, no!
Oh no, that was a bad decision on Dezmon's part.
Logan, lateral press, all of the force of his body down on Dezmon.
Exactly. Not just on Dezmon. You notice he put all of his weight on that left arm, making sure it was as painful as possible to kick out. Very, very smart. Very, very precise cover by Logan.
We've seen a very different Logan Easton Laroux since his return to VCW. Few wrestlers have reinvented themselves so successfully in different phases of their career here. Logan started off as someone maybe more cocky and arrogant than effective. That's not the case anymore. This man is a vicious, vicious bastard.
Yeah. Don't doubt for a second. He's still cocky, but he backs it up.
Yeah, but
that's the big thing.
He's earned it at
Yes.
this point. I can't say he's been humbled. I don't think that's true, but
No.
he has taken licks and he has learned how to just really have his way with an opponent.
Absolutely. And right now he is just. I mean, all of his focus is on that left arm, as it should be. That is clearly the weak point.
It's been uncomfortable to watch. It's been difficult to watch at times. One-handed spine buster.
Just to the point you made earlier, Jason, the remarkable power Dezmon King has to be able to get someone like Logan up from a full sprint into that spine buster and down to the mat is amazing stuff. But that injury to his left arm, he's not able to capitalize. That's the biggest thing for Dezmon right now is he seems to be unable to string offense together because of that injury.
It's tough. He is fighting from behind.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm not trying to be cheeky when I say this. Quite literally, he's got a handicap on him at this point.
Yeah, absolutely.
But man, if he could just clothesline Logan 5 or 6 times, we may be looking at a much more even contest.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, he is just clocking Logan.
A human battering ram. Oh, Logan
wow.
tucked underneath.
Beautiful, beautiful ring awareness by Logan there.
It's overused sometimes, so we try not to say it, but human game of chess, this match is that.
It's also, I'm going to use an example that we're going
Wait,
to
I'm so sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but Dezmon may be about to take home a title.
Fair enough, I will give you that one. I'm going to use an analogy we're probably going to hear during the game tomorrow. It's a game of inches. And both of these men, it's a game of inches and a game of milliseconds.
Yeah.
And both these men are countering and getting out of the way by the hair, just by a hair's breadth, and then kicking out by moments.
Now, we've known how good Logan is. There's a reason he's in this spot. He's been in this spot before. Dezmon proving he belongs.
Oh, zero question there. Win or lose this match, this is not the last we've seen Dezmon King at this level.
Dezmon King, has raised his stock just by getting here. And the road to get here was not easy. There's every chance that we are about to see a 10-year career pay off with his very first heavyweight championship. How do you feel being here, maybe party to history?
I am always happy to be here and honored to be here in VCW, but I don't think we're going to see a history tonight.
Able to hold on, the amount of pain that Dezmon must be in, keeping the German suplex locked into a bridge.
You've got to believe that's pure adrenaline. It's got to be. To be able to not just do the German suplex, but move over to the bridge and go for the pin there.
It's One of the least talked parts of being a professional athlete, and especially being a professional wrestler, the ability to ignore, mitigate, and manage pain. I mean, we all feel pain. It's about whether or not you submit to it, quite literally or figuratively, and Dezmon King is showing that this is going to be a rough night for him no matter what, but he is living up to it. Oh, and Logan countered! Logan countered!
What a counter by Logan there.
Down! Power bomb to Dezmon!
And you've got and immediately hooks in, immediately hooks in the submission there.
Veteran instincts. There's nothing cheap about that. That was just good. That was just good technique.
But smart of Dezmon to sit up there, because when he was on the mat, he had to worry about not being submitted but being pinned as well. So very smart of him to sit up there to at least avoid one of those things. And back to the move Dezmon was trying to hit, you gotta believe he couldn't hook it full with his left arm injured as it is.
Logan looks like he has seen a ghost. He cannot believe that Dezmon is still fighting with one arm, as you said, almost hanging off his body.
You can see Dezmon just keeping that arm very close to him. It's clearly not at 100%, not even close to 100%, but Dezmon working it with just that one right arm.
I want to give up when I get a boo-boo. I can't even imagine what this is like. Oh, no!
And again, that left arm injury. I want to point out something, Jason. You and I both been around wrestling for a long time.
Yes.
You know as well as I do that if you ask any of the wrestlers how they're feeling, they'll always say that there's a difference between hurt and injured.
Yes.
They're hurt all the time.
Or all the time.
Injured is a different thing. They're both hurting right now, but you've got to believe that Dezmon's on the verge of being genuinely injured.
I don't think
again.
it's the verge. I think we've hit it. If Dezmon wins the title, I don't know that he can defend it.
Yeah,
you still get to win it.
And Logan has used that brace to attach Dezmon's arm to the rope.
Dezmon very smartly moving his arm through it. I also want to point out another thing that Logan has been doing that's so crazy. He has consistently been hitting a moving target at precise levels. I mean, Dezmon has been running all around the ring, and Logan is hitting drop kicks also. Wait a second! Logan just pulled something from his tights!
There was nothing. There was fine.
He just put it in, Brandon. He just put it in.
Just adjusting his tights. They slipped a little bit.
Logan! Yes!
Oh, come on. I mean, good. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Logan looking lost out there, frankly. He clearly expected that. And I want to point out, by the way, that brace is completely gone from Dezmon King's arm. There is no protection left on that hurt arm.
This is what kills me. This is what kills all of us. Logan can win this match. Dezmon's arm is hanging by a thread. Instead of going for a submission, he just rocked him with a foreign object. And now he's choking him.
I mean, it's part of Dezmon's gear. It's legal. It's part of the match.
A technicality doesn't make it right, and certainly hitting someone with a foreign object is purely cheating.
Well, I mean, that's just your opinion.
He is good enough to be a champion on his own. He doesn't have to do this. It diminishes us, Brandon. It diminishes us.
Logan is a great champion. However, he keeps that championship. This seems to be angering Dezmon King. I'm not sure this is a good idea by Logan.
I mean, when you survive being hit in the head, I don't know whether it was brass knucks or a roll of quarters, whatever it was, you're not going down at that point. You have lived. You are going to take the championship.
It's going to take more than that. I mean, that was impressive, Dezmon, but it's going to take more than that to keep Logan down.
Looking for the lifting to failure. Logan's knocked people out with that super kick. Lifting to failure. He's gonna lift Logan to Logan's failure.
Oh, he's not. Great counter by Logan. And the
super kick. Darn it. It was a super kick that did it right on the button. And Logan Easton Laroux stands tall. He remains your...
Oh, hang on a second here.
Okay. The business, it's picking up.
I would say so. Are we getting a preview of March 18th in Hampton?
Bohr knew that he was gonna get a title shot on whoever was champion. Logan just wrestled a very difficult and dangerous match, and Bohr,
We may have this right now.
Logan seems open to a defense. Wait a second, we already saw there's something in his.
Uh-oh. I think Bohr's seen this movie before.
Choke slam to the champ. Bohr looking for it. He's setting it up. We saw it earlier. Gore! Gore! Gore!
Just to be clear, the belt never rang. This is not a championship match.
Bohr is Gore. And when we are back at Hampton High School, it is going to be Bohr is War. Your main event for the Virginia Heavyweight Championship. The Bohr versus Logan Easton Laroux. Enjoy that title while you have it, Mr. Laroux. I don't think you're gonna be champion for very long. Brandon, it's been an honor, genuinely, to call the action with you here at VCW. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. For Brandon Metheny, Esquire, I'm Jason Heat. Virginia Championship Wrestling all the way.